Hey guys, welcome back here. We are on NIPR, the National Insurance Producer Registration page, and we are simply checking here quickly what your license number is. So if you don't know, you have a few options here. Let's say, for instance, you know your NPN and you want to look up your license number that way, then you can do that, right? Otherwise, you can certainly use your social and look it up that way. And simply you go here, you will have to put in your last four of your social as well as your date of birth, okay? Let's see, what is my year of birth? I was born in. All right. And then if you look at the order history, guys, you can actually see all of the licenses that you recently purchased. There's 4 pages. That's how I personally like to look it up. And it does tell you like your license number and things of that nature. Okay. If you go back, you can also start additional licenses. If you want to do that, you can, like I said, continue with your order history. You can resume if you have previously started. If you need to change something on your licensing status, you can certainly do that here. But yeah, NIPR.com is where you can find anything, either adding licenses, check the status of your license, see if your license has been approved, if there's additional details needed or anything of that nature. Let me know if you have any questions and have a great day. All right, guys, I am back here still on NIPR. I thought I actually wanted to go ahead and apply for a license, and I wanted to kind of show you how at least the beginning steps work, right? Before it gets too much of personal information. But I'm trying to actually license myself in a non-resident state. Non-resident state is the state that you do not reside in, where you hold your resident license, okay? And I haven't started licensing for that state. At least I don't think of it. You always want to select the producer licensing. In this case, it is my initial because I don't have a current license in that state. Otherwise, if you need to renew, you would just click here, renewal. And then resident type, it is again, like I said, my non-resident license, okay? So then I click next. All right. And then you can simply use the search bar here. So in this case, it's South Dakota. I have a client that I actually need to write out there. And for some reason, I don't have a South Dakota license. So I want to contract or get my license for accident and health or sickness, which that always stands for basically your health license, right? Sometimes if there is no life, this accident actually serves as well. This combination that you see here also serves for life and health. We don't for variable, you would actually need, especially annuities, you would need actually a separate license. So we don't have that. And apparently it's $35. So I go ahead and check out because that is the only state that I currently do need, right? And then there's basically already pre-populated my information here. Are you a citizen? Yes, I sure am. Okay. My mailing address, my contact information, my email address. I usually use my work email, but that's okay for now. They're only sending me information once. There is no list of alias. Company, let's see. It might say we have to have at least one. No. All right. So the next page is basically account for all for the last 5 years. You start off with your last position and then you basically add on by clicking add. And so that you have 5 years. So we are currently in April 2022, right? As you guys can see, I did that wrong. I left corporate America in April 2018. 2018 till today. I have been employed by the Miller Group. I am the CEO of the Miller Group. It's based out of Atlanta, United States, and that's Georgia. Okay. And then I do need to add, because I'm missing one more year. Interesting. Usually it just shows up there. So then I left there till for 2018. And I think I started there something like 8, maybe 6. Let me think. 8, 2016. All right. Hilton Hotels. Manager. I messed that one up. Let's see if it's all the way at the top. Sometimes it is. And that was in Georgia. Okay. All right. So that is it. We're going to click on next since there are no entries from 5/2018 till, okay. So what this is telling me, it didn't add my first entry. So let me just do 2 here. Okay, perfect. And again, let me just make sure, give all employer experience current. So I was right here. And then we started in 2018-ish, something like that, till today for 2022, right? DMG, CEO, Atlanta, Georgia, okay. And then from, I think it was like 6/2018, I'm sorry, 6/2016 till 4/2018. Right? Hilton Hotels, GM, Atlanta, Georgia. That should do it. Perfect. Then it's going to go over some questions here. Have you ever been convicted in a misdemeanor, etc.? So you can answer all these questions. Just make sure that you all answer them correctly. Because otherwise you're going to have to fill out paperwork and it's just going to prolong the process. Have you been notified you're currently party off? Have you been originals or an owner partner? Do you have a child support obligation? Thank God I don't, right? All right, perfect. So we have all of that here. We answered all the questions and we're gonna move on. All right, I'm submitting this for myself. And here you just accept. And then last but not least, it's going to ask again about an email address. And then the last page will be payment. That's cool. We can use that. I'm fine with that email. All right. It tells you the total. You click submit and pay. And it's simply going to ask you, how are you paying? By credit card, right? It will fill in all this information. You hit submit. You will get an email receipt, as well as there's a receipt to download if you like. And last but not least, the license gets approved depending on the state, anywhere between 2 business days and I guess like 2 weeks, unless there's any outstanding requirements needed. If you have any questions about licensing, reach out to me or just use that chat box that they have in here and chat with them. Thanks for listening.